Hi, my name is Frank Chapman. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Ohio Gastroenterology Group.
Hi, my name is Luke John Day. I'm the Associate Chief Medical Officer at the Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital.
And welcome to part 3 of our discussion of the ASGE Endoscopic Operations Benchmark. A lot of organizations believe that the endoscopic benchmark is primarily a benchmark for ambulatory surgery centers. Actually, we take participants from office endoscopy, from ambulatory surgery centers, from various joint ventures, and also from hospitals. In the latest go-around, we had 15 hospitals submit data, and the results were very interesting. So, Luke, what do you think was, you participated in the survey, your organization did.
Yes, they participated.
What value did you get out of that?
You know, I think the one thing we got the most value out of was actually the benchmarking from it. You know, for any organization, data is the most powerful thing to have, and with data, to be able to drive your quality improvement, you need targets and benchmarking. And the survey was incredibly invaluable in offering that benchmarking to our organization.
In terms of the outcome of the data, what did you find the most interesting or useful?
I was surprised by the depth of responses to the survey, also the variety of settings, as you mentioned, the office setting, hospital, and ASCs. I think the one thing that was most surprising to me was the lower responses to the question of what quality indicators were people measuring. I was surprised that the numbers were lower than what I expected.
In terms of participation?
In terms of participation, exactly.
Okay. In terms of the hospital responses, why would you, as a hospital organization, participate in the survey?
I think the one thing that both our gastroenterologists, our physicians, and our hospital leadership always ask is, one, what are others doing out there? What are targets? What are sort of standards? I think in any organization, to be able to drive the work, you need to have data. You need to have not only the data, but you need to be able to share that data and show what others are doing to sort of see how you compare. I think that ultimately drives where you need to improve or even actually celebrate some of the successes that your organization are doing. Great.
One thing that we added this year that we had not been able to add in earlier years is this year we actually had an entire section on advanced procedures, how many that were done and additional information. So as one of the hospital participants, how have you been able to use the data in your own organization?
So I think the first thing we did was we actually shared some of the data back to our stakeholders at our hospital, both to the gastroenterologists, but also had a discussion with some of our hospital leadership team as well. The other thing is we use dashboards at our hospital, measuring both operational and efficiency metrics. And so we incorporated some of the data from the benchmarking survey into that to help refine it a little bit more and to be able to use that to drive some of our work.
From the hospital standpoint, are there additional questions we should be asking this year?
You know, I think the survey was incredibly comprehensive. I think you all were quite robust in terms of getting a number of stakeholders involved in it, really vetting the survey itself. So I found it completely comprehensive, and it's actually a fantastic thing to participate in.
Well, thank you. You know, the first time I saw a presentation on GI Quick, the proper surveillance interval only came back as 85%, and that shocked me.
Right.
Because why would only 85% of the units that supply data be on the correct surveillance interval? That was really shocking with me.
Well, the interesting thing is that, you know, for people who participated in the survey, it's a select group. It's people who are interested, invested, and you think are probably at the other end of the spectrum in terms of they're gathering all this data and they're tracking it. And I was surprised on the quality indicators. These have been around for a long time.
Sure.
And there were some where maybe 20% weren't measuring ones that have been around for almost decades. So it was fascinating.
So did you share the data primarily with department heads or above that?
First, what we did is we have a monthly faculty meeting in our GI division. And so we just shared the results of the survey, provided some contextualization of it. Then, as I said, we incorporated it into our dashboards. And then we share these dashboards at our daily huddles with both our nurses, our physicians, and other team members in the endoscopy unit. And then we ultimately went up to our hospital leadership team and shared some of that data with them as well.
Excellent uses of the survey.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks for inviting us to participate in it.
Thank you.